Hey guys, what is going on? This is Wrestlelamia back with another episode. It's the last SmackDown of 2019. Will the WWE decide to go out with a bang or a whimper? Join us now as Wrestlelamia analyzes the 27 December episode of the Blue Brand, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Brock Lesnar's opponents, AEW's special guest star on New Year's Day, how much longer to expect Corbin vs. Reigns, Cody Rhodes' trademark troubles, a WWE wedding, and more. As always, Wrestlelamia isn't going to recap the matches, but look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. The good. Lots of storytelling. Tonight's SmackDown advanced a number of stories, including the Otis-Mandy Rose romance, the Roman Reigns-King Corbin feud, and the brewing war between Lacey Evans and Sasha Banks. Add in the intrigue of who will face The Fiend for the Universal Championship, and SmackDown actually did more than throw out a mashup of meaningless matches. A strong open. It's fundamental for a wrestling show to start off strong, especially if it hopes to keep fans tuned in for a 2-hour, or in the case of Raw, a 3-hour show. Both SmackDown and Raw suffer from fans tuning in only to tune out, usually because the fans aren't given any reason to be excited about the show. Tonight's opening with Roman Reigns clobbering King Corbin was an action-packed start, and it created suspense whether Corbin would compete in the night's triple threat match to determine the #1 contender for the Universal Championship. A strong finish. It's also essential that a show end with action and suspense. Tonight's finale delivered on both counts, with Daniel Bryan and The Miz battling in a mat classic and Roman Reigns continuing to target King Corbin. While Daniel Bryan's win wasn't unexpected, The Miz didn't look like a jobber to the stars, and while we can lament how the WWE is using him, the WWE's A-lister signed a new contract, so he must be happy. Adding Bray Wyatt to SmackDown's ending was the perfect wrap-up for a good show. The bad. BAYLEY bails on the belt. SmackDown's women's champion recently broke Becky Lynch's record for holding the SmackDown women's title the longest, and it looks like she may be breaking Lynch's record for not defending the title on TV and pay-per-view. BAYLEY has participated in Sasha Banks' battles with Lacey Evans, just as Becky Lynch aligned herself with Charlotte against the Kabuki Warriors, but why can't she squeeze in an occasional title defense? The WWE is apparently holding off on pitting Evans vs. BAYLEY for the belt, but SmackDown has several possible opponents for BAYLEY who could help build her up further. Is Braun the next Rikishi? The comment that Braun Strowman's opponents usually get these hands, but tonight would get these hips was cringeworthy enough, but not as much as the thought that the WWE still doesn't know what to do with the monster among men. Is Strowman always going to be a big lovable goof who does a few comedy spots in addition to counting the lights whenever he needs to win? This might be seen as a filler match, but it's more of the same that we've come to expect from WWE when it comes to Strowman. The ugly. The WWE showed further improvement with tonight's show, featuring a number of storylines in and out of the ring that hopefully will pay off down the road. Whether or not you like the Otis-Mandy Rose romance angle, at least the WWE is building up storylines over time rather than throwing things together willy-nilly as they've done in the past. The only question is why WWE isn't putting on solid matches and segments from start to finish, given that most of their competition is running reruns. Filler like Mandy Rose vs. Carmella should be saved for main event, while Cesaro should get new promos rather than Aleister Black's leftovers. Regardless, SmackDown was good enough to earn an A-. With any luck, the WWE can rebuild its audience and hold them when their competitors return from the winter break. News. Brock Lesnar's Wrestlemania opponent. While we don't know current WWE Champion Brock Lesnar's Royal Rumble opponent, or whether the match will even happen, let alone for the title, what we do know is who isn't supposed to face Lesnar at WrestleMania 36. The latest issue of the Wrestling Observer noted, "There is no obvious opponent for Lesnar at this point for either the Rumble or Mania. Usually you can tell by this time. Because nobody is obvious for those spots, there were rumors this past week of Cain Velasquez, who is in the Rumble as of right now, and Tyson Fury as Lesnar's WrestleMania opponents popped up. The only thing we've been able to confirm is that Lesnar will be on Mania barring injury, and neither Fury nor Velasquez will be the opponent." This is one of those odd situations where fans aren't just looking to find Brock Lesnar, but looking to find his opponent. Who would you like to see the Beast Incarnate face at Mania? Locations for 2020 Survivor Series and 2021 Royal Rumble. WrestleVotes recently tweeted about the possible locations for two of the WWE's Big Four pay-per-views. Source: Location News, clear frontrunners if not already official. 2020 Survivor Series, Dallas, Texas. 2021 Royal Rumble, Seattle, Washington. Would you travel to see any of these shows? Special guest announced for New Year's Eve edition of AEW Dynamite. AEW announced that ECW legend Taz will make an appearance on the first Dynamite of the new year, with the following matches and segments announced. Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks vs. Pac and the Lucha Bros. AEW Women's Champion Riho scheduled to defend her title against Chris Statlander, but see our news later for more information on that. Cody Rhodes vs. Darby Allin. Jon Moxley responds to Chris Jericho's offer to join the Inner Circle. MJF lays out his stipulations for an upcoming match against Cody. AEW is clearly looking to start the new year off strong, especially with NXT airing a taped show. Taz's presence may be more than a guest appearance, however, as we're about to see. AEW to introduce a commissioner? Taz's upcoming appearance on Dynamite may be to launch a larger role for the Human Suplex Machine. WrestleVotes recently tweeted, AEW is considering adding a commissioner-type figure to TV. Name to watch is Taz, who recently finished up with his CBS radio job. Not sure it happens, but interesting nonetheless. Could Taz be the person to serve as a storyline commissioner? If so, will he serve in a capacity similar to William Regal on NXT, or go the road of the malevolent authority figure that's been done to death? Do you want to see an authority figure in AEW? Be sure to leave your comments below. AEW resetting win-loss records on New Year's Day. All Elite Wrestling's already confusing win-loss system is going to get more confusing come New Year's Day when the promotion starts over, kinda sorta. According to a tweet from AEW, new 2020 annual records will begin on AEW Dynamite this Wednesday, January 1st. Career AEW records will be cumulative, and the annual records will reset each calendar year. The annual records will be increasingly important in the rankings as the new calendar year continues. Confused? If not, please explain the rating system in our comments section, preferably in 20,000 words or less. Cody Rhodes denied Dusty Rhodes trademark. Cody Rhodes is apparently at the crossroads when it comes to obtaining the trademark to Dusty Rhodes. Pro Wrestling Sheet's Ryan Satin reports Cody's application was turned down by the United States Patent and Trade Office, with Cody being told, "Here the marks share one term, Rhodes, and a highly similar term, Dusty/Dustin, and share the same overall commercial impression of that of a surname and given name respectively. Given the high similarity in appearance, sound, and meaning of the trademarks, the marks are confusingly similar." It's ironic that Dustin's trademark is hampering Cody's trademark efforts. Nevertheless, Cody has options to pursue, including filing an appeal. Usos returning soon? Jimmy and Jey Uso have been missing from WWE TV for some time, but with Jimmy Uso's DUI case resolved, don't be surprised to see them back soon. The team are currently listed on the Raw roster, and their presence could make for some fascinating matchups, whether it's against the OC, the Street Profits, or the Viking Raiders. AEW reschedules women's match. AEW's first January Homecoming edition was scheduled to feature an AEW Women's Championship defense by Riho against newcomer Chris Statlander. However, Statlander's prior commitments puts this in jeopardy. Not to worry, however, as AEW President Tony Khan informed the fans that, rather than force Chris to choose between her title shot or keeping her word on a commitment she made before signing here, we're allowing her to do both. The champion Riho will defend against number 2 Britt, number 3 Shida, number 4 Nyla in a 4-way title match. The winner defends against number 1 Chris on January 8. Roman Reigns vs. King Corbin dogfight continuing into February. If an advertisement for an upcoming SmackDown proves to be true, it looks as if the battle between the Big Dog and King Corbin will continue into at least February. San Jose, California's SAP Center posted the following blurb on their website. WWE Friday Night SmackDown is coming to San Jose. Double main event. Your chance to see Daniel Bryan vs. Universal Champion The Fiend Bray Wyatt, Roman Reigns vs. King Corbin in a loser eats dog food match, plus SmackDown Tag Team Champions The New Day, SmackDown Women's Champion Braun Strowman, Sasha Banks, Intercontinental Champion Shinsuke Nakamura, and more. Card is subject to change. Yes, you heard that right, SmackDown Women's Champion. As disturbing as that is, and Wrestlelamia is sure it's a typo, unless Vince Russo is somehow back in the WWE, what's more disturbing is that the WWE is continuing with the stupid dog food angle. While some fans may be able to tolerate a longer Reigns vs. Corbin feud than expected, it's unlikely they have much of an appetite with the way that the feud has gone to the dogs. On a higher note, it looks like the WWE is continuing the Fiend vs. Daniel Bryan feud, which has us wondering where things will go heading into WrestleMania. OC Nuptials. Rumor has it that Luke Gallows is now a married man, with Ringside News reporting Luke Gallows, real name Andrew William Hankinson, was dating a woman named Bethany. The two of them became engaged after dating for a few months. Now it appears that they are married. Gallows hasn't posted any wedding pictures, but Facebook has indicated that nuptials took place. Bethany changed her last name to Hankinson and is now listing her status as married. Who will take over for Samoa Joe? With Samoa Joe apparently stepping out of the announce booth and back into the ring, fans are wondering who will take over Joe's spot. As you likely recall, Joe took over for Raw announcer Dio Madden when Madden decided to return to the ring. But now that Joe's broken thumb seems healed, who will WWE put in the announce booth? Well guys, there you have it, Wrestlemania's analysis of the 27 December SmackDown, as well as the wildest wrestling news stories and rumors you need to know. Did you watch tonight's show? If so, what did you think? Be sure to leave your comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you next time for some more wrestling content.